Thank you for connecting with me today. If you would like to skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box below. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so it will not resonate with everyone. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. We are here to grow, to learn, to connect with each other, so I really love it when you guys help each other out in the comments. I love the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Big shout out to my subbies. You have no idea how much I love you guys. You keep me going, and I get a lot out of this. It really means a lot to me. I can't even describe how much it means. For more information, including planetary transits and how to book a personal reading, please check the description box below. Hello Aries, much apologies for getting these out late, and thank you for your patience. I still have a little cold, but I'm getting over it, and I just wanted to give you quality readings. Sometimes whenever I'm sick, I'm not able to, I'm vulnerable, so I'm not able to deliver the best messages possible, and it makes me even more vulnerable, even more sick sometimes. So I just wanted to recharge my energy and give you the best reading. So yes, much apologies for March coming out late. We have the angel Sonia, and Sonia says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. This is kind of funny because when I look at Sonia, this angel, she kind of looks like my stepsister, and my stepdad, her father, passed away over 10 years ago, a long time ago, and so it's funny how there's like a deceased loved one coming through. So Michael, maybe you're coming through for me and Robin. Robin, if you're watching this, I love you, and Michael loves you too. He's very proud of you. But he says there's nothing to worry about and that he is fine. We also have the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate happiness, happy family, happily ever after, and we have the Prince of Pentacles. Also funny, again, I know this isn't like the Lauren show, but we have Robin here, and then we have a Taurus here. You could also be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn, but the Prince of Pentacles, we have a bull up at the top, and Michael was a Taurus, so that's funny. But the Prince of Pentacles is someone who is, it can be like a job offer, a money offer, and it could, elicit some sort of happy family, ultimate happiness situation. You may be thinking of a loved one. A loved one might be assisting you right now with money, with career, with job offers. So, try to talk to your loved ones who have passed over, and maybe they can give you like an opening as far as if you're struggling if you're struggling financially, or if you are looking for a job, then someone from the other side might be able to help you. So that's awesome. Spirit, 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 please clarify happiness and the Prince of Pentacles for Aries and all those who love Aries. For Aries and all those who love Aries in their spiritual lives. For Aries and all those who love Aries. For Aries and all those who love Aries in their spiritual life. One more shuffle. For Aries and all those who love Aries in their spiritual life. Please clarify happiness and the Prince of Pentacles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have the Three of Swords, we have the World, and we have the Knave of Chalices. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but let's talk this through. Let's talk it through. So we start off with the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is about pain. It's about heartache, grief, loss. We see in this particular deck, we see a granny who is bitter, and she's been heartbroken, so she wants to hurt someone else. She is poking needles through this like voodoo doll, and inflicting pain on someone else. There's like a lot of bitterness in her face, if you can't see. So you might be going through some sadness, some pain. And, or you might have gone through, this bout of sadness and pain. I see this happiness and then the World and the Knave of Chalices. So I think this is a passing energy. I don't think you're going through this now. But you may have suffered a loss and have been bitter about the result. You may have even, been bitter about, a loved one who's passed over, and, kind of like angry at God, like, why did you take them from me? You know? But perhaps this happiness, this world, this Knave of Chalices is about coming out of this pain and this bitterness and this loss and hurt, and realizing that your loved ones are always there for you. So even though it may have seemed like God, you know, took someone out of your life, took a deceased loved one out of your life, they're always there with you. They're always there to comfort you. And I definitely see that with the world here. The world is about completing a cycle. It's about achievement. So we see this mama here, and this mama raised this little baby. She nurtured it and cared for it in her womb, in her belly, for 9 months, right? And she ate the right foods. She made sure that she did everything healthy, that she didn't drink, that she didn't smoke, so that the baby could have the healthiest life and best life possible. And she nurtured this life and cared for it, and it took a lot of hard work on her part to make sure that her baby came out healthy. And so now she has given birth, and it took like hours and hours of labor, and it was really painful and exhausting. But now she has this new life, this new love, this new potential in her life. And so she has achieved something, right? This baby has achieved something because this baby was sitting in its mama's womb all, you know, happy, and nothing can touch it, and it was just safe and comfortable. And then all of a sudden, whoa, it's time to come out into the world. And so you know, I'm sure for a baby it's really stressful. You don't know where you're going. You're coming out of the womb thinking like, what is this place? And then the baby comes out and it's all crying because it's like overwhelmed with like, oh my God, what is this world? I don't know this world. I'm just used to my mom's womb where everything's safe, and this world is so scary. Who is holding me? What's touching me? I don't know what's going on. But this baby achieved something, right? So this baby is in a new phase of life. It's like a new chapter, right? Mama has a new chapter, baby has a new chapter. These two medical professionals, they have achieved something as well. They have gone through all their training, all their university classes, all their apprenticeship, all their internship, residencies, all of that, and they have paid their dues. They have learned all they need to learn in the medical profession to make sure that the babies they deliver are the healthiest, are the best life potential, right? And then they have coached this woman through, grueling hours of labor until they made one more achievement, one more life. They delivered one more baby. So they achieved something as well. So this is a card about achievement, and I feel like this might be like a circle of life message where maybe you have lost someone in the past. Even if someone didn't die, maybe you have lost like a romantic partner. I know, it can't apply to all of you that all of you have lost someone as far as like someone has died, right? But in any case, you have lost someone, and you may have been bitter, you may have been angry, you may have suffered a loss and have had to go through a period of grief, but then that loss turns around into new life, into something new coming into your world. And so, if you lost a lover, then a new lover is going to return as a result of a cycle that has closed, right? And, that could bring like a new sense of happiness. So it's kind of like when one door closes, another door opens, type of energy that I'm feeling. We end with the Knave of Chalices. So again, you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is someone who he is walking through a dry, hot desert, and he can't see any water source, but he knows that water is there because we have trees behind him, right? So the trees can grow, like have nourishment to grow, so obviously there has to be water somewhere, but he just can't find it in this dry, hot desert. So he's kind of like using a metal detector, right, to find this water source, and water represents like emotion or feelings, right? So it's like he's using his intuition, his internal compass, his inner knowing to find a source of emotion, to find a source of like newfound joy, newfound happiness. And it might not be totally present on the surface. Like, it might take some like digging deep within to find, but it's totally available to you, and it's totally within reach. So let's move on to our money, health, and career. But first, you know how it is. I gotta make my money. So after this commercial break, we'll come back. Okay, in money, health, and career, we have reciprocity with the Chariot reversed. I'll get into that in a second, but our oracle card is from... Do you shut off on me? I'm sorry, Aries. So from the map of the oracle, we have unexpected visitors. And when this card flipped out, I immediately thought, because this is in your money, health, and career sector, I immediately thought like a bill that you didn't see coming is just gonna like hit you hard, right? This unexpected visitors reversed. It's like something you do not want is gonna hit you hard. So it could be an unexpected bill. It could be excuse me, it could be if it's in your health, it could be like an unexpected like bout of you know, I'm hearing like falling down the stairs, so be careful. I don't know why, that just like popped into my head. Be careful on stairs, but you know, something like an unexpected cold or an unexpected just symptom that's going to pop up. So be mindful of whatever comes your way. Make sure you take a lot of preventative precautions in your financial world, in your health world, in any material world that you have. Just make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, and maybe you can circumvent any unexpected things that might occur. I'm also zooming in on this bunny and this mushroom. It's very like Alice in Wonderland type of thing, so make sure that this unexpected bill or this unexpected health concern isn't going to send you down a rabbit hole of like never-ending adventures, right? Never-ending like chaos. We have it paired with reciprocity and the Chariot reverse. So again, you could be dealing with Cancer because we have the Knave of Chalices here, but the Chariot reversed is about being out of control. We see two horses that are going in two separate directions, and the wisdom of the Chariot is that you have to be in control and rein in both of these horses that are going into opposite directions, and rein it into... You have to have determination and focus and drive to steer it in the direction that you want. But when it's upside down, it's like too many things are spiraling out of control, especially if one thing, you know, if you're already spinning plates and one thing steps in and just knocks everything over, then you're even more out of control. So make sure, when I see it paired with reciprocity, it's the Six of Pentacles, so it's like equal give and take, balanced books. Things, equal amounts of things coming in as equal amount of things are going out. So you could be overspending, or you could be not putting your finances in, like not investing wisely, so your money can't grow, right? Let's get some clarification on this. Spirit, 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 please surround us with a warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for Aries and all those who love Aries in their money, health, and career. Could you clarify reciprocity and the Chariot reverse for me, please, for Aries and all those who love Aries? Please give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all. Please protect us from all who seek to do us harm. Please give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Aries and all those who love Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Clear messages for reciprocity and the Chariot reversed in money, health, and career for Aries and all those who love Aries. One more shuffle. For Aries and all those who love Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Wands. And the Star. Ooh, I like it. Some of you might be going through a healing process with the Star here. And because it's in, you know, health, you know, what I'm noticing to start out with is we have the Six of Pentacles here and we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So there is a progression, but the Seven of Pentacles is reversed. So I feel like there does need to be something about like coming back to the Six of Pentacles. And it's weird because, you know, I'm getting this message that you may have like an unexpected bill come through, right? With this unexpected visitors. Excuse me. But whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles reversed, sometimes when we have a reversed card, it means go back to the previous card and find the wisdom in that. So I feel like, I don't know, like giving to a charity might actually like turn your luck around. It's weird, like if an unexpected bill is coming through, it's like you would want to save, right? You might also be, you might receive an unexpected gift. You know, if you have an unexpected bill come through, you might receive help from someone. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card about harvest. In the background, we see these farmers and they've planted their seeds, they're tilling the soil, and they're waiting for their crop to bloom. But it takes patience and it takes faith, knowing that you have done all your work to nurture the like fertile seeds in the ground, and that come whenever the seasons change, then that you'll reap your harvest, right? We also see growth on the side of here, so this is growth potential. And in the foreground, we see a woman who is releasing what I always see as a carrier pigeon, and so she is releasing a message, excuse me, and she's waiting on a return on that message. So this could be this reciprocity card where you have sent something out into the abyss, right? And you're waiting on your harvest to come in, and it doesn't seem like it's coming in. It doesn't seem like you're giving that equal, like, take as you are giving. So that might put you a little, like, out of control. And, you know, that might be another message for some of you Aries, is to not give to so many people. Because reversed, it's like you are impatient on your returns. It is like you have invested in the wrong things. Okay, I see that. Okay, I see it. Okay. So, I think the message in this sector is don't give to organizations or to people just willy-nilly. Like, make sure you have enough saved for yourself so that whenever something unexpected hits, you're not going to be, like, your bank is not going to break, right? But I do see, like, good things overall. I see the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a happy home card. We see a couple and their children. They're, you know, inside. I always think of, like, It's a Wonderful Life because it's snowing. It looks, and they're by the fire. It's kind of, like, Christmassy. I don't know. So, happy home card, celebrations, weddings, just lots of joy. Oh, I do know an Aries who just got engaged. So, you know, this might be talking about planning for a wedding for some of you. You know, don't spend like too much on flowers when you want, you know, an open bar or something like that, right? So just make sure that you prioritize what if you are planning a wedding, just make sure you prioritize what is most important to you as far as how you want to celebrate your love. But in any case, if you are going through a health matter and you have had some unexpected health concerns pop up, I feel like you have a lot of support around you right now, that your loved ones are supporting you in your home and your family, and it's bringing about a lot of healing. The Star card is a wish card, so this is a perfect time to harvest your wishes, right? To nurture your wishes, to grow your wishes. But the Star card is also about healing. It's about, right before it is the Tower. So the Tower comes in, and unexpected things happen with the Tower, right? And it knocks our foundations off, and we're like a mess. We're chaos. We're out of control, right? But the Star card comes in, and it washes away all of our... She's the water bearer. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius, but she's the water bearer, and she brings about healing to any disrupt that we may have had in the past. Okay, let's get to our love and personal life. In love and personal life, let me straighten this out before it drives me completely bonkers. Okay, that's better. We have like attracts like, a very sweet girl, and we see, it's kind of like, if you've ever made a healing doll or a voodoo doll for yourself, yes, you can make voodoo dolls. It's interesting because I mentioned voodoo dolls here, but yes, you can make voodoo dolls for good and not necessarily for bad, poking pins in them. You can make voodoo dolls for yourself and heal yourself, or voodoo dolls for someone that you care about, and you can like nurture them and heal them. But it's interesting because we have this little girl, very sweet, very pretty. She has flowers on her head, and she has a doll of herself, and that doll has a doll of herself. So it's kind of like Russian nesting dolls, right? Little babushka dolls. It's like, I feel like it's like nurturing yourself for some of you. Like attracts like says, if you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Aww. So especially if you, you know, sometimes we talk down to ourselves. So if you're going through a period of self-loathing, then I would say be good to yourself so that you can like teach the universe how you want others to treat you, right? Like treat yourself well so that others, like you train the universe to send you people who will also treat you well. We also have treasure your loved ones. Aww. Treasure your loved ones said, it is important to love others deeply. And we have like a mom and a child. This could be very like mother-child for some of you. We have the earth and a teardrop here, and open hands with this mother-child. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they're maybe reading a story, but it looks more like a saw, like one of those musical saws. But I don't know what it is. In any case, it's very like mother-child. And that could also be the same message, you know, like if you treasure your loved ones, then you are kind of teaching them how to like you, like attracts like, right? Kind of like a treat others how you would want to be treated. But also if you are dealing with a parent-child situation, because the love and personal life messages aren't just for romance, they're also for our family and our friends and our loved ones, then, you know, this could be talking about the relationship you have with your child and how you're basically training them to love others and to you know, attract people who are worthy of them, right? Oh, cute, cute, cute. Okay, we have it with Perseverance and the Five of Swords. So there may be some conflicts right now. The Five of Swords is a card about debate. It's a card about, you know, swords are thoughts, swords are ideas, so it's kind of like a competition of ideas. This could be internally or externally, but it's thoughts that don't match up with each other, and so we have to talk it out and, you know, make pros and cons lists and really go over each thought and come up with a compromise so that thoughts can flow better with each other, right? We also have the Ten of Wands, which is Perseverance, and it's like being almost at the finish line. It's also kind of like a Sisyphus type of existential card. So it usually shows a man who has 10 wands. He's carrying it up this big hill, and whenever he gets up to the top of the hill, he'll drop the wands. He's at the finish line. He's reached his destination, and you know, it's only to go back down to the hill and pick up 10 wands up the hill and carry them up the hill, right? So it's this never-ending, like, life, blood, sweat, and tears of life, right? So let's see what the other cards have to say. Can we clarify? Perseverance and the Five of Swords for Aries and all those who love Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Aries and all those who love Aries, for Aries and all those who love Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Aries and all those who love Aries. Aries and all those who love Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are the messages for Aries and all those who love Aries, for Aries and all those who love Aries? Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more shuffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please protect us from all who seek to harm. Please surround us with one might and right of God. We have the Knave of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands reversed, and we have the Nine of Chalices reversed. You may be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. air sign. Again, we had Aquarius here. The Knave of Swords is someone who is, well, if you are dealing with a child, this is what your child might be going through. The Knave of Swords is someone who is an old soul. The Knave of Swords is someone who, they get along well with adults because they are, again, swords are about thoughts, are about ideas, right? So the Knave of Swords is someone who is wise for their age, old soul. They, you know, talk about really complex ideas, and they like being around adults because the other kids their age can be a little silly, right? But sometimes when we're grown-ups, you know, we want to protect children from all the, like, shit that adults go through, right? So we'll shoo them away. We'll be like, go away, kid, play with your toys. This is a grown-up conversation. Go away. And so the Knave of Swords gets really hurt by that, and they feel like, fine, I'll just do it myself, right? I'm running away. No one understands me. It's that kind of energy. So you may be dealing with that with your child, and, you know, this conflict, has to be resolved in a loving way. And I think you'll know how to go about that. But that's what your child is through if you're having a hard time understanding them. The Knave of Swords also talks about someone spying. So you might have a lover who is lurking on Facebook and, you know, checking up to see what you're doing. We have the Ace of Wands right here, and the Ace of Wands is a card about action. It's a card about attraction. It's a card about, I'm ready to, you know, do the nasty, do the deed, get it on. And you can see this man who's trying to burst through the door, right? Like, let's get it done. But whenever it's reversed, it's like, you may have, like, a low sex drive at this time. You may not be interested in doing the nasty, doing the deed. You may have someone who is trying to, like, pursue you online, and you're just, like, not about it at this time for whatever reason. I'm getting a message that for some of you, if you're in a relationship, you may have someone on the outside of the relationship who's, like, flirting with you online, and you're like, no, son, I'm happy where I am. Slow it down, go away, go to someone who's more available, right? So there's this inaction, this inactivity. Next we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, so you might be feeling like wishes aren't being granted, or wishes aren't available to you at this time. I don't get this feeling that you're, like, sad about wishes not being granted. I feel like for many of you, you kind of understand, like, this is just a drought. This is just, like, a low time in my life, and I feel like you have this understanding that things will turn around. It's just right now might not be the best time for you. But some of you might be drinking a lot. The Nine of Cups is a fat and happy card. It's a card about excess. It's a card about overdoing it, too much sex, which with the Ace of Wands reversed, I don't feel like that's going to be a problem. But too much drugs, too much drinking, too much food, too much, you know, it could be too much reality TV, too much religion. It can be anything in excess that, you know, the wisdom of the Nine of Cups whenever it's reversed is everything in moderation, right? If we overdo anything, then it ruins whatever we give excess to. Let me know in the comments what that means to you, Aries. I love you very, very much, and I will see you in April. Some of you, it's your birthday at the end of this month, so happy birthday, Aries. And in April, it will definitely be a lot of your birthdays. So happy, happy birthday. Again, I apologize so much for getting these out late, but I just wanted to give you a good reading. I love you very, very much, and I'll see you in April. Bye.